Alright guys, I got a little dirt bike here, and I've already done this one, but tires for these things were a pain in the butt. All these little spokes right here, here's a couple tips just for tires. All these little spokes right here, they have like a little stud on the back side, on the inside of this little lip right there. So you got to cover those up. So you can't just put tubes. These are tube tires. They're V-rubber, 2.5-10s, 33Js. They're for this little pit bike. But you're supposed to have a liner on the inside that protects the tube, which is what those are. Those circle things up there, they're like inner tubes. They inflate, and you have a little liner that you're supposed to protect it with. And I just didn't bother buying that again, so I just used some Gorilla Tape, and I just did a thin strip. You don't want to cover the whole thing because it's going to take up space. It's going to cause your tire to slip on the rim. So you just want to take a thin strip to cover up all these little studs on the inside, all the way around. And then you have your little stem hole right here. And what you do is I just took a pair of dikes. And I stuck it in that hole from this side, and I just ground out that tape, just kind of shoved that tape out so it created a hole so the tape wasn't covering this little area. So that got my tube liner, and I'm about to show you the best way to put on small tires. I struggled with that tire for 2 days and nothing happened. I didn't make any headway. I just cut that tire to absolute shreds, and yeah. So, if you want to, you can get a little closer. But basically, we talked about the spokes. So that's one little tip I gave you with the Gorilla Tape. The next little tip I'm going to give you is on that tire right there. It doesn't matter because both sides are relatively flat, so nothing protrudes like this tire. This tire has this bracket poking off, and it's actually part of. I mean, these can come off if you want. This is your sprocket. Is what catches your chain, and that's what drives your whole assembly. But this is actually built in so it sticks off. So I have these 4x4s to kind of get it off so I can have a flat surface to set it on, and this doesn't touch the ground down here. So that's another tip. And another tip is you want to have your tire, when you put your tire on, you want to put it on the flat side. Take your tire, slide over, and put it on this flat side, because when you're trying to work with this tire and you have your tire bars, when you're trying to work with it, this thing's constantly getting in your way, and you can't get the leverage you need to actually do stuff, put the tire on. So you want to put the tire on, because if you put the tire on, if you pretend this is your tire, if you put it on this way, then the tire's gonna be sitting just like this, and you're just gonna be hitting this thing the whole time. So you want to put the tire on this way, so this lip right here that you're trying to get, this is almost the final step, but you want this lip to be this way so you have more room to work and flip-flop. But this is, like I said, I worked forever on that tire over there, and these right here, these are Allen wrenches with a ball tip on them. And what they do is they're designed to get into places, and so most Allen wrenches you go for a straight, you go in straight, but these allow you to kind of get a little angle on them and still be able to turn it. I suggest before you put on a small tire like this, you go out and buy a set of these, because A, they're handy, and B, as you'll see in a second, they make life a lot simpler. So, and you also need these tire bars just to start it around the outside, and this side will go on easy at first. One of them will always go on easy, and something you should make sure you do with these, another little tip before we start, is when you go in and when you're pulling this tire, you're going to go in like this, and you're going to pull up, and you're going to pull that tire down. When you go in, you want to hug this. You want to be pressing against this rim at all times, because these have tubes in them. And if you pinch that tube at all, it's going to cut it, and then you have to take it all off. You can put a patch on the tube, or you're going to have to spend 10 bucks on a brand new tube. So when you put these in, make sure you're shoving it down on the rim the whole time. Make sure it's touching the rim. Don't just shove it in there. And you only want to get the bare minimum of this to flip it on, because if you're deep in there, you're going to cut it. And also, if you use this end, I don't even use this end, but if you use this end and you hook in there and you press this tire down on it, this little piece right here is going to be grabbing your tube and just shredding it. So don't even bother with that. But right now we're going to start on this. And it's still going to be a son of a bitch, but it's a lot easier with these. I usually use about 4 of them. We're going to start it with this one. And these are nice because this little ball right here, here's your rim. With this little ball, when you go in, up underneath your tire, this little thing hooks on there, and so it doesn't slide out. So the tire will be up here, and it's gonna, like everything else, it's gonna push right here, and it's gonna slide that out like that, but these grip, so it doesn't let you slide out, and then your tire slides down like this. So your tire's right here, you're pushing up, and your tire just goes and slides to the bottom of it. So put this in here and wait till you feel it kind of click in. All right, and you're gonna wanna have one on the other side, so this side does not back out. Actually, let's put a big one over here because actually you want to use the big one last when you got them. Yeah, use the big one last so you have, because when you finally get it on there, you're gonna have a lot more space to get this out as opposed to when it's really taut right here. So we'll use the big one last, and the tiny ones will go on right here, and also there's less pressure. So boom.
You mean to step on it?
Nah, I got it. Also, when you might want to get these in there beforehand, so when you finally get this on the lip, this will take a lot longer, but I swear to God, this will take you. You want to get it just so you can start doing it. Just like that. Now this will kind of cut your tire a little bit. I wouldn't suggest doing this unless you've got tubes. But you put that in there and you back out of this one a little bit, back off of it so you can get this one in there. And you kind of pull them both a little bit, get that one down there, and you get this one down there. Pull that one out. Back it off a little bit. Put that one in there. Wait till it kind of, you feel it, that little loop hit. Oh, shiesta. See how it's tearing the tire up, but I have tubes.
I don't know how much longer your battery's gonna last, man.
Get this side on. Back it out a little bit. Pull that one out. Back it out a little bit. I guess you want to get them real close. I did this on the other one and it was so easy that I thought I'd share it with the world. Back it out a little bit. Get a different one. A thicker one so I can get some more force on it. Slide it down. Get that one, get that one. Like I said, this will cut your tires up pretty good. But anybody who's tried to put tires on,
Matt, do you need a clamp on it so it doesn't walk on you?
I don't know, dude. I've only done this one other time, but
It's walking on you.
it is?
Just walk, yeah.
Shit. Well, I'm gonna let that video go right now. Just trust me. It's a lot easier. I'm gonna do it from this side and that side. Maybe get another person helping you. But
Give me a step.
yeah.
Here.
If you just hold that one right there.
Alright, yeah.
I'm gonna get one more in here to kind of put this one on ease. Oh shit. I don't know what that was, but it's coming. It's coming. This should be the last.
No, dude. Use your thick one for that because like you don't want to bust some off in there. You know. I mean, I'd use your thickest one.
I'm not gonna bother.
All right.
Getting the last one in there is hard as shit. There you go. And it's on. It's not the easiest way ever, but I guarantee you, I'm not shitting you. It took me and my brother who's filming right now, it took me about 30 minutes of prying on that thing, sweat dripping down. We live in Savannah, Georgia. It's got 80% humidity and the temperature's about 80 right now.
All right, time's up. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins, Turf
Okay.
Tracer, mini bike, motorized bicycle, YZ85. We got
Hey Mike,
580 BTS
Let's see
blowers,
if the
accelerator
whole
baggers. We got Yamis. We got 2 dirt bikes.
alright, let's see if it holds
Pro
there.
Time Master. I'm about
Get
to
over here.
about to unleash the closet full of steel and echo equipment. Brand new KM94. Damn. Oh yeah. Mercury 2.5. Back to my bitch ass brother. Good?
Hang on.
Well, I'm cutting it.
Hang on.
No leak. I don't hear anything.
I don't hear a leak, so there you go. Like I said, it'll shred the shit out of the edge of your tire, but you've got a metal band around it, so you should be good. Thanks. Hope you like this video. Spread the word.
Turn it off for me. I don't want to mess it up for you.
Go for it.
Just hit the red button.
I think so.